Here we are, Hamburg, Germany. We're doing a show today with Toto here in the heart of one of my favorite German cities. Second biggest German city, also called the City of Bridges. I guess there's over about 1,000 bridges in this town. And it also makes me think of the last time we were here. We were here with Thin Lizzy. And we did a show. We had 2 days off before, and there was a couple of interesting things that happened there that are of note. First of all, it was on the night of the show that Vivian Campbell, who was playing with us at that time, he came into the dressing room just before the show and announced very boldly that he was going to perform his favorite Thin Lizzy song, The Rocker, whether or not the band was going to join in with him. It's a song that he always wants to play, and it's a song that Scott always tended to avoid because he just thought it was too simple. But Vivian said, I know the words, I'll go up there and sing it myself if I have to. And but the guys joined in, and it was one of the few times The Rocker got performed here in Hamburg about 2 years ago. Hamburg also has another significant page that probably most people aren't aware of in the Thin Lizzy pantheon. On those 2 days off that we had here last time, we knew, we had been informed a few days before that Vivian would have to be leaving Thin Lizzy to go rejoin Def Leppard for their Mirrorball tour. And so we had started the exhaustive process of finding a replacement for him. And we went through all kinds of lists and suggestions from within the camp and those around us, and had narrowed it down to a few people, but everybody was busy and we couldn't think of the right guy to fill the slot. And on one of the evenings of the days off, I first had occasion to sit down with Ricky at lunchtime, and we were discussing this problem. And we have a mutual friend named Del James who works with Guns N' Roses and is also just a fanatic for music in general and is just a walking encyclopedia of musical knowledge. And we decided to get a hold of him to see if he had any suggestions, as he's also a major Lizzy fanatic. So we shot that email off, and then I got a call from Vivian asking me if I wanted to join him for dinner. And we went off to have a nice curry here in Hamburg, and we were discussing the problem overnight. He was helping us try to find somebody to replace him. And he suggested a young fellow who was playing with Pink at the time, who was a big Lizzy fan, and he said that he would get a hold of him and see if he was available to cover the spot. The next morning, when we were all gathering in the lobby to go to the show, the first thing I saw was Ricky sitting in having a coffee, and I sat down and I said, listen, I got an email back from Del, and he suggested Richard Fortus, who plays with Guns N' Roses. Now, I had worked with Guns N' Roses back in 2000, 2001, and I don't know why Richard didn't hit my radar when I was thinking about replacements, because he was such a nice guy, and he's so talented. So it seemed like a natural. And not 30 seconds later, Vivian came in, he said, oh, he heard back from Kelly, and he was too busy doing the things with Pink and also the Voice television show. But he suggested this fellow Richard Fortus in Guns N' Roses. That was just too big a kismet kind of thing that happened on. So we got a hold of Richard, and for those of you who follow Thin Lizzy history, you know the rest is history. Richard played with us for a while and always will be a member of the Thin Lizzy family. So there you go. Hamburg, tonight, Toto, Black Star Riders. It's been an incredible week. Talk to you soon.